We here at Legal Consideration are obviously big proponents of a growth mindset, but perhaps maximizing the benefits of a growth mindset isn't solely about an individual's disposition. Perhaps it's also about the environment that surrounds them. In Cultures of Growth, Mary C. Murphy explains how the culture in which a person operates can unlock or stifle their potential. Cultures of Growth builds on Carol Dweck's research on growth mindset to show that creating the right environment is essential for people to thrive. Whether you lead a business, manage a team, or are shaping a company's culture, Murphy's insights will help you turn mindset into momentum. Murphy argues that it's not enough for individuals to adopt a growth mindset. Organizations must also build cultures of growth, places where effort is valued, it's safe to make mistakes and admit them, and everyone is encouraged to keep learning. This is contrasted to so-called cultures of genius, which is basically cultures of preordained success, wherein a chosen few are designated as high potential or high value performers in a self-fulfilling prophecy where everyone else is doomed to a state of mediocrity. A powerful part of this book is how leaders influence mindset at scale. Murphy shows how policies, praise, and even casual language can reinforce either a fixed or a growth-oriented culture. And when people believe that their potential for success or growth isn't capped, they're more likely to innovate, speak up, and contribute meaningfully to their work and to the team's goals. Finally, if I told you I was going to test you on this book brief and how well you recalled the material, it would tell me a lot about how smart you are and how likely you are to exceed in business. Would you be excited or anxious by that prospect? Leaving aside the absurdity of quizzing you on a 2-minute video and acting as if it had implications on your potential, you may have instinctively reacted to this type of evaluative scenario. Maybe pressure to prove how smart you are, which is a fixed mindset, or maybe interest in learning whether you've made improvements in sustaining focus when it comes to educational content online, which would reflect a growth mindset. Understanding these dynamics has huge implications for how you give performance reviews and feedback, and perhaps even more importantly, how you receive those things. If you run a business or lead a team, take a close look at how your systems, processes, and key personnel reward learning. Do you celebrate improvement? Do you allow room for failure and experimentation? Shifting your culture could be the key to breaking through plateaus and unlocking significant growth. What resonated with me is how practical this book is. It goes beyond theory and helps you build a culture where people aren't afraid to grow, and that's something every business needs. If you've ever worked for a culture of genius company, you know how toxic and counterproductive it can be for everyone except the managers who are great at politicking, ass-kissing the right people, and pitting their subordinates against each other, and not much else. If you aspire to create actual value for your organization or team, Murphy points out that everyone, especially high performers, does better in a culture of growth. If you've read Culture of Growth, if you aspire to build growth mindset teams, or if you have horror stories about fixed mindset corporate cultures, I'd love to hear your insights in the comments. Be sure to check out legalconsideration.com for all the latest on premium courses and opportunities to accelerate your own learning on all things law, business, and finance. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more quick book reviews.